What is up, guys? My name is Ryan18 on the Ryan18 for our channel, and this is my WWE Raw review for April 15, 2013, live in South Carolina. Let's get things started. We have a handicap match to open up Monday Night Raw. We have the Big Show going up against Randy Orton and Sheamus. Very good match. Big Show pretty much takes control of the match, really giving it to Randy Orton and Sheamus. But out of nowhere, sorry, that was my phone. But anyway, Randy Orton and Sheamus pretty much. Sheamus hits the Bro Kick on the Big Show. Then out of nowhere, Randy Orton hits the RKO on the Big Show to get the victory for himself and Sheamus. So a pretty good match to start off Monday Night Raw. Then we have 3MP calls out the Shield, but instead of the Shield, they would get the Man Beast Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar goes on the attack on 3MP, hits the F5 twice on Heath Slater outside of the ring, as I said. And then Paul Heyman would announce or issued a challenge to Triple H that it will be Lesnar versus Triple H inside a steel cage match. So pretty much Triple H, the ball's in your court if you answer next week or whatever you answer it. I mean, that would be one hell of a match between you two. I mean, Lesnar versus Triple H inside a steel cage match. I mean, you guys put on one hell of a show in the No Holds Barred match at WrestleMania. So I mean, I can't really expect anything, even better than this. But I mean, hopefully, Triple H says yes and whatever. But anyway. Next we have the United States title match between Antonio Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston. A very good match between these two. Antonio Cesaro and Kofi Kingston really put on a show for these fans in South Carolina. The Kofi Kingston would actually be the one to pull off with the victory, hitting the Trouble Paradise on Antonio Cesaro to become I believe a 3-time or a 2-time United States champion. So congratulations to Kofi Kingston on being a 2-time or a 3-time United States champion. And then we have a Dolph Ziggler promo pretty much saying that he doesn't care what anyone thinks, that he's the World Heavyweight Champion and, he's got everything in the world. But anyway, then we have Alberto Del Rio comes out saying that he wants a shot at Del Rio tonight. Then we move on into a Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler match, but it would be interrupted by Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter. Zeb Coulter saying that Dolph Ziggler shouldn't even be World Heavyweight Champion because if it wasn't for Jack Swagger injuring the ankle, or the knee, I should say, of Alberto Del Rio, Ziggler would not be champion. And then the same thing with Del Rio. He said that Del Rio shouldn't even be here or even should be, wrestling against Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship. But Swagger goes on the attack on Del Rio, hitting his knee on against the post, and pretty much hits the ankle lock on Jack Swagger, and Del Rio is writhing in pain. Then we have his Team Hell No versus the Primetime Players. Pretty much the Primetime Players, I have to say it. They are like the bitches to Team Hell No because I've seen this match so many freaking times. I mean, it gets sickening after a while. But anyway, so Team Hell No pulls off the victory as Daniel Bryan gets the pinfall on Titus O'Neil. It would be announced early on in the match that it would be a 6-man tag team match between the Shield and the Brothers of Destruction and Daniel Bryan. So the Undertaker returns to Raw, to wrestle for the first time in a long time. So I can't wait to see the Undertaker return on Monday Night Raw to wrestle. So I can't wait for that next week. There has a Ryback promo. Ryback talking about how Cena is never there for him, saying that Cena promised that he would be his friend and always be there for him, and they showed footage of him at Elimination Chamber, how he got speared by Roman Reigns, and Cena just, sat there and didn't do anything to, stop the pinfall. On numerous occasions, I mean, Cena could have helped Ryback and didn't, and pretty much Ryback is pretty much turned heel, I mean, in a sense, but the Phoebe Moore chance really pushed him to be a face, so, I mean, we'll see what happens with, Ryback and John Cena. Then we have his Wade Barrett versus R-Truth, a very weird way how they ended the match. Reason why I say this is because as soon as R-Truth hit the STO on Wade Barrett, even the announcers were expecting that Wade Barrett would kick out at 2, and then they're like, oh my god, R-Truth won, and it was like, you don't think like R-Truth could beat Wade Barrett, like really? But anyway, a pretty good match between these two, I have to say. R-Truth pulls off the victory, of course, and pretty much a shocking moment for a lot of the fans and the announcers, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and JBL. Then we have the Great Khali and Santino Marella versus Team Rhodes Scholars. Pretty much Santino Marella and the Great Khali did pretty good in this match. These two jobbers actually did pretty well. Team Rhodes Scholars would actually pull off with the victory as David Sandow would pull the tights of Santino Marella to get the victory, and to have that sense of bragging rights. Anyway, then we have his Jerry Lawler and Fandango or Fandango, whatever you want to call this guy, but Fandango, I'll call him like that. Pretty much telling the crowd in South Carolina, this crowd was actually very dull. I mean, they only chanted for like Cena and stuff. It was like what kind of a crowd is this? Last week in New Jersey, that crowd was freaking epic. That crowd marked out for everything. But this week it was kind of stale. It was kind of, I mean, that crowd needs to really, bump up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but anyway, so pretty much Fandango asked the crowd if everyone's ready to fandangoing, and the crowd went pretty much crazy for that. And I'm surprised it wasn't really trending on Twitter. So I mean, hey, let's try to do that. Let's try to trend fandangoing or fandangoing on Twitter. Then we have his Jack Swagger versus Dolph Ziggler, a match that would be announced early on in the night from Teddy Long to address Brad Maddox and Vicky Guerrero backstage. Jack Swagger actually pulls off the victory against Dolph Ziggler, surprisingly, and something that Del Rio couldn't do last week with his bad knee. Then we have a CM Punk promo. CM Punk talks about him being, the best in the world, and how he was champion for 434 days, and that what should he do after after beating so many superstars and stuff. So he went and faced The Rock. He didn't get the job done. Then he's like, you know what? There was something bigger than the WWE Championship. It was the streak, and he didn't get the job done there either. And we just had CM Punk walking out, and that's pretty much, I believe, like I wrote down in my notes, I think that's just CM Punk walking out, because as you heard by reports and all that stuff, that CM Punk is taking a break from WWE. So this could be, in a sense, his write-off from the WWE for a while until he regroups, or we could see him next week in London, but until then, I mean, kudos or see you later to CM Punk. Then we have his Caitlyn versus Nikki Bella, a pretty good match between these two. Caitlyn, you saw her thong, it was kind of weird, but hey, shh. So anyway, pretty much a good match. Nikki and Brie Bella, at least you could tell them apart, because Nikki has the bigger boobs, and Brie has smaller ones. That's beside the point. But Twin Magic would actually work, as Brie Bella gets the victory for her sister Nikki. So Twin Magic always works for these two girls. Then we have the final segment of the night. We have John Cena calls out Ryback. John Cena says, "Oh, let's try this again. The champ is here." And the crowd went crazy for that. The crowd went crazy for John Cena and also for Ryback. And pretty much Ryback comes out. Cena talks about how can I always be there for you, and all this garbage that Cena always puts out. And then the Shield come out. Pretty much Ryback's at the end of the entrance ramp. The Shield thinks that possibly Ryback will attack the Shield, as the Shield will try to approach John Cena into the ring, but wouldn't do anything. Pretty much like a CM Punk heel turn. Sorry, that's my phone going off again. But anyway, so pretty much the Shield come out, pretty much attack John Cena, give him the power bomb, and we are left with Ryback at the top of the entrance ramp now, just staring at John Cena, and the crowd chanting one more time to the Shield to power bomb John Cena one more time. So this has been my WWE Raw review for April 15, 2013. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. All your views, I really appreciate you guys. Almost at 700,000. Let's get it up there, up to 1 million. And don't forget to keep subscribing, guys, because you're the reason why I'm on here, and I love doing this. And I know I didn't do a Raw review last week, so don't think that I was upset that The Rock, the Rock lost last week at WrestleMania against John Cena. I was upset, I'll admit it, but at the end of the day, it's business, and business is business, and that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at RyanSues18. Like the Facebook page at RyanSues18 as well. You guys can also follow me on Instagram now. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, if you guys do follow me on Instagram, well, Ryan, you don't really have you don't even have any photos, to be exact, on your Instagram. I know that. I just got Instagram like 2 weeks ago when I got this iPhone, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so cut me some slack. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I said that already. Follow me on Twitter at RyanSues18. Like the Facebook page. Until the next time, guys, I'm RyanSues18. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you guys for checking out that last video. Don't forget to subscribe to my Facebook page, and my Twitter page is down below where you guys can like me and follow me. And prepare to be electrified with another video coming soon.